Words of Warning by Patrul Rinpoche. You, Longchen Pa, your spiritual son, and all those in your lineage are supreme protectors, lords of bodhicitta. Through your aspiration prayers, out of vast compassion, you gathered in those wandering through samsara's realm, never letting them go. To you I pray. Over eons, these beings, each one once my mother, kept me kindly in their care, burdened by their heavy store of bad karma. Suffering rains down. To see this is unbearable. My heart shatters. Bad karma, bad deed friends are difficult to jettison. Skilled at deception, beguiling, and causing confusion, they seduce my focus elsewhere, until my heart is set on practicing the holy dharma. I'll keep on rotting in samsara's prison. When I was young, unable to withstand the influence of others, I could not practice the dharma. When I was grown, caught up in sensual desires, I did not practice dharma. Now that I'm old, my faculties have failed. I cannot practice dharma. Now, what can I do? Alas, alas. In these degenerated times, thoughts and acts are crooked. Hanging out with crooked folk goes against the teachings. Even if I tried, I'll never please them all. Enough, I've had it. I'm off to do mountain retreat, no matter what. No matter how much I acquire, I never have enough. No matter how much I accomplish, there is always more to do. No matter how many I've flattered already, there are always more boots to lick. Enough, I've had it. I'll limit my dealings with others, no matter what. What's the point of practice if it's not put into practice? What's the point of reflecting if it just spawns fabrications? What's the point of meditation that stirs up baseless hopes and fears? Enough, I've had it. I'll be laid back, naked, freed from concepts, no matter what. If precepts are pretense and hypocrisy, what's the use of the Vinaya? If practice is just hollow words, what's the use of the sutras? If knowledge is just empty words, what's the use of Abhidharma? Enough, I've had it. Like a lunatic, I'll just do whatever comes to mind, no matter what. Hard to acquire, hard to protect. What's the big deal about riches? Hard to govern, hard to please. What's the big deal about retinues? Hard to acquire, hard to live. What's the big deal about home? Enough, I've had it. I'll survive like a roadside beggar, living on hangouts no matter what. What's the use of Shravaka, who regards phenomena as the enemy? What's the use of developing bodhicitta like a mawkish old lady? What's the use of tantrika, warped by negative emotions? Enough, I've had it. I'll remain in the nature of mind, at ease, no matter what. When I consider my own conduct, I can do nothing but laugh. When I consider the conduct of others, I can do nothing but sigh. Just now, whatever comes to mind is distressing. Whomever I lay my eyes on, it's depressing. When nature's elements rise up as enemies, I feel completely fed up with the universe. When hypocrisy pretense, and deceit rise up, I feel completely fed up with those who inhabit the universe. Regarding the endless river of bad karma, seeing how all of life is spent without meaning, I feel completely fed up with people. I just am completely fed up with it all. You, my refuge and protector, are endowed with compassion from the very beginning. If you are unmoved by the tearful misery of beings wandering through samsara's realm for so very long, crushed beneath their burden of bad karma, who else will help them find relief? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Nothing but useless babble. It's like this, it's like that. Nothing but verbal deceit. Duped by the theories of pig-headed academics, I'd love to sweep their view out of the door. Seeing deities, seeing demons, genuine meditation experiences lessen. All these visualizing of ruffled, wide-eyed deities, their mouths agape, turns you into a bedeviled spirit. Duped by myself to do stupid practices, I love to throw meditation to the winds. Aimed at achieving worldly goals, your Vinaya conduct just look good from the outside. Aimed at nothing but lust, your Mantrayana conduct only aims at private parts. Duped by pursuing useless goals, I love to throw conduct down the drain. When self-interest is entrenched, how can you benefit others? You give helpful advice to corpses as to what to recognize in the bardo, but you haven't yet recognized your own mind. If you can't help yourself, how can you hope to help others? I love to throw benefiting others off a cliff. Stuffed with preconceptions, you hope to gaze into awareness, but it's all completely concocted. Your space out shamatha practice just gets you entangled in the silkworm called meditation experiences, making conceited assumptions about having achieved those high attainments. I'd love to throw fruition in the abyss. Though you have neglected to practice, you elucidate the teachings for others. Your learning is your worst enemy, ruining your midstream with wrong views. Endlessly arguing about terminology, you're misled by what you have learned. Seeing this, I love to toss study and reflection to the winds. Having accomplished nothing within your own tradition, you run off to seek another. Then, not practicing that one, you surely practice the next. Because that one's way is more profound. Your mind is all over the place, completely distracted, suckered in by soffit of scriptures. Seeing this, I'll love to do nothing but practice. You're a tight-fisted miser, doing right to bring riches, but only attracting the demon of dearth. Although you lack bodhicitta, having others in your charge, you end up losing charge of yourself. Slacking off on the supreme accomplishment, you're so diligent about a bunch of rituals. Seeing this, I'll love to tame my own mind. Whatever plans I make, there's no time to achieve them. Whatever I do, it turns out to be pointless. I do this, I practice that. It's all self-deception. Seeing this, I can bide my time till death without having a strategy.